The battle to save the planet has been a continuous event for decades. For climate campaigner Peter McCartney, the transformation to a greener community can be overwhelming. But he says the idea is to start with one neighborhood at a time.
How do we design communities where you don't need to use fossil fuels, where you don't need to be burning, old sunlight and creating carbon pollution that is driving the climate disasters that we're already seeing in British Columbia today?
McCartney says communities can reduce greenhouse gas emissions by sourcing local food.
Indigenous nations took care of the land for millennia to be able to provide this abundance for their communities. And so enabling them to bring their traditional food sources back to what they were pre-contact, and then having control over who's able to access those in the community, and that can create jobs for Indigenous communities, and at the same time produce food without the carbon pollution that we say in an actually environmentally beneficial way.
The question McCartney and many others ask is, what does a climate community look like? According to operations manager at Skeena Wild Conservation Trust, Julia Soroshin, her answer is a community that is cultured and taught the ways of the land.
I think that we're also seeing a change in culture in our fishing communities. So, they're adapting and changing, what they catch and kill.
Soroshin says the conservation is being approached often by concerned residents, asking how they can help the Skeena salmon.
Anybody who lives here is either directly or indirectly connected to salmon. Overall, we're seeing an increase in awareness of the problem and how it's having a massive impact on people's personal lives.
The conservation hopes to put out more information sessions and programs about how the community can become green to support the fish population and create a new kind of climate. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Hannah Schmidt in Terrace.